Hey everybody, it's Mattie here with Altcoin Buzz. Hope you're having a nice one on this Monday. And taking a look at the market, you can see that we're up a couple of percentage points. You actually have some projects that are doing quite well over the past 24 hours. Ethereum up nearly 9% over the course of the last day. So we got a nice little bump. It's likely just a reaction to the last retracement. Things tend to even out, so don't get too excited. As I say, we're never popping the champagne prematurely. But there you go. There's your market snapshot. Today in the news, we're focusing exclusively on a report that's been put out by Coin Gecko, just hot off the presses a few hours ago. So here's their tweet. We have just released our 2018 full year crypto report featuring 83 pages of crypto insights. We work together with @MNO, @DAPCom, @Token Market, and @NonFungibles to come out with this report. Here is a slide share update. And you can take a look at this in the form that they've provided here on their tweet, on their Twitter account. We're going to go ahead, however, and open the full PDF report. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, it's 83 pages, CoinGecko yearly report for 2018. The table of contents is here. You have a brief introduction by the editor and by the founders. We're going to go ahead and dive right into the meat of the report. This is going to be one of two videos that we'll put out on this particular issue. So today we're looking at market dynamics, crypto exchanges. We're looking at some of the major events that occurred in 2018, some crypto thefts, which we're going to tie back into recent news. Some of you may have heard by now there was an exchange that was hacked. Yes, I'm talking about Cryptopia, unfortunately. And we'll end today's video with a brief look at stablecoins, and I'll tease the Bitcoin Cash split, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with by now. But let's dive into our first topic here, skipping over some of these editor's notes, which you can read at your leisure if you're interested. We've covered previous CoinGecko reports where this has also been the case. By the way, guys, before we get into market dynamics, I forgot to mention, and I will mention this again at the end of today's video here, there is a QR code in this report. If you scan it, we're going to be giving away over $200 worth of Altcoin Buzz collectibles. So once again, if you want to partake, if you want a chance at winning over $200 worth of Altcoin Buzz collectibles, go ahead, look for the QR code in this report, scan it for your chance to win. Now, the elephant in the room for 2018 is something that they addressed right away. As you can see, we are down nearly 80% in terms of total market capitalization over the course of the year. So negative 78.85%, unfortunately, but that's how it is. As they point out, however, despite the market downturn, trading volume has remained relatively consistent throughout the year, referring to 2018, fueled by growth of new exchanges and exchanges conducting trans-fee mining to boost trading volume. So how did that translate for some of the major projects? Well, Bitcoin has been down in 2018, negative 73%, negative 82% for Ethereum, negative 84% for XRP, negative 93% for Bitcoin Cash, which really took a hit at the end of the year, as many of you know, after the split. And EOS went down. It's the winner, I guess. It's a relative term, but it's the winner of this bunch, down only negative 66% for 2018. Here's an interesting table. It's looking at market dominance. So Bitcoin went from a low of 40% market dominance, meaning it accounted for 40% of the total cryptocurrency market capitalization, to above 55%. And this is the breakdown for some of the other, high points for market dominance across not only Bitcoin, but you can see XRP here hit 12.3%, Ethereum hit 11.8%, Bitcoin Cash 2.26, EOS, and so on. Here's an interesting stat. As of December 31st, 2018, the top 8 coins still commanded almost 90% of the top 30 coins in terms of market dominance. This is a very handy graph. You have a look at price actions here since the all-time high. So as you can see, you have the maximum price for all of these different projects, ranging from Bitcoin all the way down to Dogecoin and others. So their max price, all-time highs, the days since those particular all-time highs, and the prices that they closed at in Q4 of 2018. And in every instance, it was a negative percentage move. In some cases, negative high 90s percentages. Look at this, 96%, unfortunately for NEO. That took a big hit right there, as did Bitcoin Gold, negative 97%. So this is a nice little graph. It puts things in perspective. As is this one, you could take a look at the historical ranking for top 30 coins. Moving on now to crypto exchanges. So the top exchanges for Q4 of 2018 were as follows. They list quite a few there, 30 of them in total. This is sorted by median trading volume, not average trading volume, median trading volume. A little bit of a statistical difference there. Taking a look at growth and trading volume for the year of 2018 up until the end of Q2, exchanges without TFM, which is trans fee mining, had nearly 90% of total trading volume, but around Q3, exchanges with that feature were introduced and surged in popularity with about 60% of the volume through up to Q4. But in Q4, exchanges began shifting away from trans fee mining and volumes returned to pre-Q2 levels. That's highlighted by this graphic here. Okay, now we're going to get kinky. If you're a masochist, if you're a glutton for punishment and you want to relive some of the pain that we experienced in 2018, there were some highlights, there were some positives, but let's face it, there was a lot of FUD that we collectively experienced together. And if you want to relive some of those moments, you can take a look here at this section of the report, the Q4 major events. So some of the major things that happened, taking a look at this Q4 2018 overview. This is broken down by things that happened in the world of government, crypto itself, lifestyle, upstarts, and of course mainstream, what happened with adoption, partnerships, as well as things that didn't work out and that fell apart. The Coin Gecko report also takes a look at crypto thefts, of which of course there were a few: Black Wallet, Steal ICO, B token, phishing, Bitcoin gold attack, Geth platform vulnerability, Zencash, Zaif hack, Vertcoin attack, the CoinCheck theft, the Coin Hoarder phishing scams, the BitGrail theft, the BTC global Ponzi scheme, the Bithumb hack, the CoinRail hack, the Bancor hack, the Oyster Protocol hack, the Electrum hack. So as they say here, the estimated loss in 2018 was $867.45 million. Compare that to the estimated loss since crypto's beginning, $1.516 billion. So over half of all of crypto's losses from the very beginning of time, as far as crypto goes, were something that, were occurring in 2018. Unfortunately, that's not very good. And as I mentioned at the very end of this report, I'm going to link to a couple of articles that discuss the most recent of these hacks, of these attacks. It happened just over the course of the last 24 hours, unfortunately, with Cryptopia. Looking at stablecoins now, which I think are becoming increasingly more important and an increasing area of focus for a lot of people out there and a lot of projects. Well, if you don't know what they are, they're digital assets that aim to offer price stability to the cryptocurrency market by mirroring the value of traditional fiat currencies or assets. The value of stablecoins are delivered through the collateralization of an underlying asset that may vary from coin to coin. You can read here about what is a store of value, what is a unit of account. And it's broken down nicely here. You have crypto collateralized stablecoins, you have traditionally collateralized stablecoins, algorithmic stablecoins, and the breakdown of those traditionally collateralized are fiat-backed, so backed by a currency such as the USD, such as the euro, or asset-backed stablecoins, which are coins that are backed by commodities like gold, like oil. Think of the petro, for example, at least in theory. So the top 5 stablecoins by market capitalization were Tether at just over $2 billion, True USD at just over $200 million, USD Coin at about $250 million, Paxos Standard at just over $140 million, and DAI, D-A-I, at just below $70 million total market cap. So that gives Tether overall a 75.7% share of the market. It's 75% or 3/4 dominant in terms of the stablecoin market capitalization. And this is a great little graphic as well. You can take a look at the geographical presence of these stablecoins throughout the world. They're present in 62 countries. And there are 17 projects actually, in fact, that are based in the US alone. You can take a look at the way that they're distributed over all the countries of God's green earth. And the last thing I'm going to hint at today, we're not going to belabor it too much because I'm sure many of you are already familiar with the Bitcoin Cash split. But that was a major catalyzing force and one I think catalyzed the market toward the negative. I'm sure many of you would agree. But the Bitcoin Cash fork occurred in mid-November 2018. Of course, it split Bitcoin Cash into SV, Satoshi's Vision, and ABC. You can take a look at the details here if they interest you, if you want to go over some of this one more time. And taking a look at prices and volumes after the fork, Bitcoin Cash ABC won mindshare with almost all exchanges, attributing Bitcoin Cash to the ABC implementation. Bitcoin Cash ABC had higher trading volume throughout, except for a short period when Bitcoin SV had larger trading volume. So we'll be covering part 2 of the report tomorrow. Don't forget, go hunting for that QR code because we're giving away $200, over $200 worth of Altcoin Buzz collectibles. All you got to do is scan the QR code in the report for your chance to win. Make sure you have your Engine wallet set up and ready to go. Briefly touching on the news that I mentioned, the latest update here from Cryptopia Exchange. Hey Cryptopians, this is their updated tweet. We apologize for the delay in keeping you updated and appreciate your patience, but on the 14th of January 2019, the Cryptopia Exchange suffered a security breach which resulted in significant losses. Once identified by staff, the exchange was put into maintenance while we assessed damages. You guys can read more about that here on newsbtc.com. Breaking: crypto exchange Cryptopia hacked, police starts investigation. So some unfortunate news, it's really just underway. We're going to have more information along with part 2 of our Coin Gecko report for you in our next video. But in the meantime, guys, do be sure you're following Altcoin Buzz and Altcoin Buzz News for all the latest. Of course, we're also on Facebook and Instagram and Telegram. Hey, smash the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Check out our last video here if you have not already. You know I wish you the very best of luck if you choose to invest. But most importantly, have a great Tuesday, and we hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.